he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the Eagles first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
2nd and 6.
Throwing is Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Henry
diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
In motion, the tight end.
Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, they're actually starting to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lying?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Jackson.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
Now it's Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson now.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10.
To throw is Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
The 6-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, brewing a coffee, is asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. I know so long as she get really so now I don't mean to call you cause I don't know that, and if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we like we go back way back. Better than we on track, but you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that, lay back in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, it's our main event between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and away we go at the link. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tiger swamp. No touch that. No touch.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's taken in by Kyron Granson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, around with Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty.
73. Great. Set. On anyone, eh?
The play fake now hurts the throw. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Don't touch that. On anyone, eh?
Play action. Hurts has it. Finds a man right side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
And let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Rolling out to his left. He's going for it himself. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Great. Set. On anyone, eh? No touch.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He rolls to his right. Rolling, and he's got it deep downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 37-yard line.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
He's got it on the bootleg. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Play action now with Allen. Headed out right. Oh, he's got on for it. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Buffalo.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Phillips on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Allen setting up play action. Buying some time left. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
So that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Hurts on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Christian Benford has it.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Allen on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Yeah, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They find Johnson out of the backfield. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They are going for it. Allen. He's making a bid for it. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Still failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
63, 6.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Now Allen off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. As the open man downfield. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Final throw before the break. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He rolls to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Headed out right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They go play fake with Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Throwing here, Hurts. Pass is cut at the 9. Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast.
A pickup of 2.
Hey, easy, 63, 63,
back. Goal at the Bills' 6-yard line.
Now Hurts. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
6-yard gain. Brings up third and goal.
Third and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football.
63. Great, set.
It's a sneak, Hurts. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And this time he fights his way across for the touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Elliott on now to attempt the point after.